everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Priyadarshini here, and for today's video I will be showing how to make this interactive theater card. You can call it a theater or a stage card because when you open the screen a cute little scene on the inside of the card gets revealed. So before we dive into the tutorial, let me quickly show you how the card actually looks. So I'm just pulling the screens on both the side, and on the inside you can see there's a small scene that gets revealed. This is the first time I've tried this card, so I did mess up a little, and I will be sharing where I messed up and how you can avoid making mistakes here. And on the back of the card there is enough space to write a message or add a sentiment. So let's get started with the tutorial. Let's get started with what cardstock we need. We need two pieces of 5 by 7-inch cardstock, preferably heavyweight cardstock. If you don't have heavyweight one, you can take two cardstocks together and stick them together, because one is for the base and one is for the front where we will be using to open the screen. Two pieces of 7 by 4/7 of an inch. For in this we will be doing some scoring, and they will be acting for the inside where we'll be doing the screen part. And then we need one piece of 6 and 7/8 of an inch by 1 inch cardstock, and then 6.5 by 1 inch, and two thin pieces of cardstock that measures 6 by half an inch. So let's do the scoring. I'm bringing in my cardstock first that measures 7 by 4/7 of an inch. On the 7-inch side, I'm scoring at 1 1/4 and 3.5 inches. I'm also writing it here, so you can probably pause the video and do the scoring. I'm going to do this on both my pieces of cardstock, 1 1/4 and 3.5 inch score line. I need to make some markings here. So I'm bringing in my ruler, and from the below I'm just going to be marking half an inch first, and I will connect these two lines. So you can see the 1 1/4 inch is on the right side. So and then from below I'll be coming up to 1 1/8 of an inch, and I will be joining these two lines. Sorry, the video became a little blurred here, but I have all the instructions in my blog and the link is in the description box. Now from the outer I'll be marking half an inch, and then another one more mark that will be 1 1/4 inches, and I need to cut these two lines alone. So here is where I made my first error. That was, I just made the cut really thick, whereas it shouldn't be that big of a cut. It has to be even more thin, but I did rectify it, and the mechanism didn't have a problem. So you can see I'm using my cutting knife here, and I just made that cut, and I'm bringing in the other piece of cardstock that we scored. I'm just going to trace only those two lines here, and I'm just going to cut them. If you don't want to trace it, you can again make the measurements, mark them, and you can do it again, or you can do it this way. Either works. I'm going to burnish the scored lines well with my bone folder, and I will keep this aside because I need to do the next set of um, scoring now. These two will act for my stage part, so I'm putting them aside now. and I will be bringing my scoring board, and I'll get my piece that measures 1 by 6 and 7 eighths of an inch. Here I'm going to score half an inch up to half an inch down on both the sides. I'm just turning it so I don't make a mess. Yeah, and then I will turn it vertically, and I will score at quarter of an inch. That is from the scored part. From the scored part, I will be marking quarter of an inch, and where I have marked X, I'm just going to only cut those pieces so I get a really um, long um, eye-shaped cardstock, and this will be used for the mechanism that I will be adding on the inside of the card. After this, I will be repeating the same scored line for the other piece of cardstock that I have that measures 1 by 6.5 inches. So on the 6.5 inch, I'll just make half an inch score on four sides, and then a quarter of inch score along the 1 inch side, and I will just cut only those places that I've marked X. So this piece would actually fit in our previously cut cardstock piece. Time to add all these together and create our um, theater mechanism. So first let's start by adding some pattern paper to these two pieces of cardstock. I'm using a striped pattern paper here. You can use any pattern paper that you have. So I'm only adding it on these two sides. So these two uh, portions where I've added the pattern paper will be our screen. I'm bringing in the base cardstock that measures 5 by 7 inches, and then I will be adding them together. You can see how I'm just adding them together. I'm applying glue only on one side, and then I'm lining it up with the edge of the card. That's the base, and then I will just use my bone folder to press it down, and you can see how this opens up, and then they close back together. Pattern paper piece here that goes right in the middle, which would be right on the back of the stage, and here you can see how they close up beautifully. Now let me bring in those two thin strips that I cut. I'm just folding those ends, and I'm just tucking it here. So the smaller piece that measures 1 by 6.5 inch goes on the back, and the larger one, which measures 1 by 6/7 eighths of an inch, would come in the front. So um, that is where I will be adding some images which will look like they are floating. Next is to create the front of the card. Here I need to create a opening. Since I do not have a rectangle die, I decided to mark and cut it here. So I'm marking half an inch from three sides and 1 inch from one side, and then I'll just score them, and using my uh, paper cutting knife, I'll just cut it out. For this, it's preferable to use a heavyweight cardstock. If you don't have a heavyweight cardstock, you can just stick two pieces of cardstock together so they become really thick and they're quite heavy. So when you do the pulling out mechanism, it does not um, tear. The mechanism works beautifully. So once I am done trimming this, cutting the center piece down, I will just show how this part will actually be seen in our front of the card. So I'm just erasing the marks that I made. So this is how this part will be shown. Next is I'm bringing in the half inch by 6 inch cardstock, and I'm just placing it on the edge of this like this. I'm just randomly going to keep it, and then I'll just use my bone folder to burnish the edges, and this will work in the mechanism that's going to help us pull everything out. And here I have two curtains. This I randomly drew in red cardstock, and then using my pencil, I just added a little bit of detailing to make it look like a curtain, and then I used a small strip of gold cardstock and added it in the middle. And here I have a lace die. This lace die is from Fantasy Dies, and this will look like the curtain that is on top of a stage. So I made a mistake. I should have added the curtains first and then the lace. So now I'm adding the curtains here on the inside, and then I will be adding the lace die to make it look like they are the curtains on the top of the stage. Adding all these elements together, when you turn it over, you can actually see that the front part looks really empty. So I decided to add a gold frame to it. So I have this gold piece that is ready with me, and I will be adding that to the front of my card piece here. So it looks like a proper theater or a stage here, the front. And now I need to add these two pieces here. So this is where I made my second mistake. I added it too much to the edge, um, which I could have avoided. So you can add it a little, like um, about a quarter of an inch, a little inside from the edge over here, and the mechanism would work much better if that is done. Anyway, we have the curtain here, so this piece will actually be hidden behind the curtain. You cannot see it at all. So now after adding them together, you can see how this mechanism works, and then on the inside I have those two pieces as well, and I will just start tucking in my images. So let me quickly turn on the music so you can enjoy the rest of the process. I hope you all enjoyed this video tutorial. If you did, give a thumbs up, leave a comment below and share the video. And remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for notification as well. So I'll see you guys soon with another tutorial. Until then, take care. Bye bye.